There's a report today in the Wall Street Journal about TikTok, because as we know, there have been a lot of privacy concerns about the company that the company itself has said are not valid. Well, TikTok, according to the journal, basically skirted a privacy safeguard that Google, in Google's Android operating system. To explain more about this, Dan Howley is joining us now. So, Dan, we've talked a lot about TikTok and whether these concerns are valid in the past. Does this bring up new concerns?
It does. Some of the issues that kind of come along with this, or the main issue that comes along with this, is they were tracking a unique identifier, basically something that can go back to your phone directly that can't be reset. It's called your MAC address. It's part of every internet-connected device. Your laptop has it, your phone has it, your tablet has it. And the company was basically able to track these from users. It's something that Google doesn't allow because it can be used to, it's something that you can't reset on your own. So there are ad identifiers that we have that you can reset on your device, but your MAC address is your MAC address. That's it. You can't reset that short of getting a new device. So that's why Google takes issue with it. And that's why it's such a big deal to see TikTok was tracking this. According to the journal's report, this MAC address tracking was also wrapped in an additional layer of encryption. That gives it the idea that, well, were they trying to hide the fact that they were tracking your MAC address? That could be the case. There's nothing solid on that exactly, but I think the fact that they were tracking it, obviously it's not great, but it doesn't necessarily mean, again, that the Chinese government is doing anything untoward with that information. And the latest version of TikTok does not have that. They apparently took it out as they came under more scrutiny. It's also worth pointing out that you can't do this on the iOS version of TikTok because Apple specifically cuts that ability out from app developers' capabilities. So I think that's something that's worth mentioning, but it really is kind of a bad time for something like this to come out for TikTok.
Howley! Hey, Dan, so here's a question. The U.S. government and the Trump administration, they're very concerned about TikTok, but not that TikTok would violate privacy for advertising purposes. They're concerned, and you kind of hinted at this, they're concerned that China could somehow use the data in a nefarious way. So this thing that you're describing, is there any way that could become sort of a hostile tool, or it could provide some kind of exploitation opportunity for the Chinese government?
It's hard to say, really, since it does link specifically back to individual users' devices. That could be something that they would use. And the idea here is that, TikTok is used by mostly teens, right? The thinking, according to security experts, is teens may upload things that in the future they may be embarrassed about. Certain teens then, in the future, again, may work for government entities or large corporations. And then if the Chinese government has this data, they would be able to blackmail them again in the future. So this is, I guess, with the understanding or perhaps current line of thinking that people are ashamed of what they post online as kids. I think for millennials in our generation, we started online without social media originally and then got into it. And so that's more of a fear. But I think as you progress through the generations and people have their online identity set up already, it may not be as much of a taboo. It may just be something as, well, I was dumb and I was a kid and I posted, myself dancing online, big deal. So I think it may be less of an issue moving forward, but that's really what the fear is for these companies.
We'll see. There's a lot of sort of if-thens in that whole supposition there.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.